I think the audio is on. I'm trying to get my screen up if you're watching right now. I'm just going to do it manually. There we go. All right, so welcome to our first session of our Tech PD, 15-minute Tech PD. I'm going to talk about copy, pasting, and cutting. Also shortcuts on your desktop and bookmarks in your browser. The browser of choice today will be Google Chrome. And I'm going to begin with our copy paste. So the best place to show you that is in Microsoft Word, but you can do copy, paste, and cut in any place within Windows. So I'm going to bring up Word, and I already have some text here to show you exactly how you copy, paste, and cut. And I'm actually going to turn on a camera for the keyboard so that you can see my hands. You guys here can't see it, but on the stream you can see it. There is on the bottom left-hand side a button called Control, and there are a series of 3 keys, X, C, and V, that do a copy, cut, and paste. Control C is copy, that's easy to remember. Control X is to cut text out, and Control V will paste that copy or cut that you just did. So, for example, I can copy this text by highlighting it. You just drag, you left click and drag, and ignore the little sub menu that came up. You can actually, right now while it's highlighted, hit Control and C, and it copies it into, you think of the cloud, it cuts it, or you save it in the cloud. This is copying into something similar, but it still resides on your computer. So I can actually go anywhere on Windows right now and paste this. But right now I just want to show you a paste within Word. Go down to where I want it, and I hit Control V. Control V will paste that. And it'll actually do it as many times as I hit Control V. I could go forever and keep pasting the same thing. I know I'm trying to think of an example. There's been times where I wanted to paste the same thing over and over again. It's very handy for that. You could also, let me get rid of that, you can Control X. So I can take that same thing, and instead of copying it, what if I want to actually move it somewhere else? So I will Control and X, and you see it just went away. So it actually creates a void, like a vacuum, and it got rid of it. And I can go down and now Control V, paste it. And I can, again, like before, I can keep pasting as many times as I want to.
So is that just faster than doing a cut paste up on top? Paste copy?
Yes. The other way that most people are used to is the right-click menu. Is that what you're talking about? So if I highlight, and someone just asked about right-clicking, and it gives you that sub-menu. I find the hotkeys on the keyboard to be faster, but perhaps somebody might like the sub-menu better. I just feel like it's more steps. But definitely, there's your cut and your copy right there. And then there's your paste options. There's some different types of pasting. Well, I guess you can see. I'm not sure what those 3 do exactly. Yeah, keep the formatting, merge formatting, and keep text only. So if you're interested, I guess you could play with that a little bit. The regular Control V, I think it's just to keep formatting. So it's that Control V. I'm going to undo that. All right, so you could also say I'm in Word, copy, so Control C, and I could go into something like Excel, click in here and Control V, because remember I copied it into like this cloud that resides on the computer, and then I pasted it into another program.
So you do is that how you do like a whole class list and shove it into this spreadsheet?
You could, yeah, actually. So like if I go into Excel, let me undo that. That's something I actually wanted to mention. You can, if I wanted to get all of this, like not just the word writing. What if I wanted this whole list? I can click writing, go down to where I want to stop. Let's say I just want down to science. I can hover over science, hit shift. I'm hoping I remember this right. Hit shift and click, and it highlights all of it. And then I can do my control C, and then click down wherever I want to put it, right here, and control V that, and I just copied that whole list.
What was the key on that?
It was, let's see, let me go back. Oh, jeez. Oh, it was shift. Yeah. It was, okay, so I was on top of writing. I hovered down where I want to end. Let's say I do want to get the whole thing. Shift and left click to get all of that. Or maybe it was just writing and reading I want. So I clicked on writing, hover over reading, shift, click, and it's just got those two. Control C, click wherever I want to go, Control V, and I just pasted it. So that's about all I have for copy, paste, and cutting. Let's see if we go to. I have my keyboard on. We'll do. I'll turn my camera off. I don't think I need that now. Turn that off. Down to shortcuts. So I'm going to use Chrome, and all the browsers pretty much work the same way. If you want to do a bookmark. Oh, I'm sorry, shortcuts. We're going to do first. So let me go to my desktop. And you already have lots of shortcuts. Jenny actually puts a lot of shortcuts on there for you. But if I wanted to create one, let's say I'm in my browser and I'm on the BPS website, and there's a shortcut that I want to make for a particular website or a piece of a website. When we were with Ms. Skinner, she has taken us to the elementary reading and learning page. And I would like to have a link that goes right to, not that one, the one above it, this one. It takes me right to the ELA, all those files. Or actually I could just do it for this curriculum page. So I have this website up here. What I want to do, if I want this to be, this particular page to be a shortcut on my desktop, I will click in there, and if you click it once, it just highlights it all. If you accidentally clicked it again, you just kind of do a triple click to highlight the whole thing, or you can click and drag like you have done before. And I can do that Control C right now. Now I could do a right click and do the copy like I always do, but if you want to do it a little bit quicker, you can do that Control C. And then right now it's just kind of floating, that website is just kind of floating, so I can go back to my desktop, right click, and I want a new shortcut. So shortcut right there. And right now the first thing it asks is what do you want a shortcut for? And you can do two things. You can actually go in here and browse and have a shortcut to an actual file. If there's a file inside a folder somewhere, like in deep in pictures or something, like pictures 2017 March, like it's really deep, you could, just for argument's sake, if you wanted to get to that picture quickly, you would go find it right now in this window. I've never had a reason to. Perhaps somebody has. What we want to do though is we want to paste that website we just had, and we want to Control V that into this form. So there is the website to that ELA or that curriculum page. So now I hit next, and it says, what do you want to call it? Something that you can remember. I'll just say BPS curriculum, and finish. So now there is a shortcut to the BPS curriculum. So now I'm just going to click it, double click it, and it takes me right to it. All right. Let's see. So that takes us right into our bookmarks. Let's say I wanted to bookmark that page. So I have a shortcut now on the desktop. What if I want to bookmark it? Up here in the top right, you can see these three dots. That's a little submenu for Chrome. you can go down to Bookmarks, and you can make sure your Bookmarks bar is turned on. You can see mine right now is check marked. That Bookmarks bar is this right up here. Gives you very quick access to some bookmarks. You can see I've used quite a bit already. If that's already turned on, then you don't need to go in there. You can actually go to this little star that's bookmarked this page, click it, and it says what do you want to call it and where do you want to put it. So let's say I want to bookmark this. Also, I'm going to call it BPS curriculum. It already says that I'm going to put it in my bookmarks bar. If it's not, let's say it's on other bookmarks, that'll create like a folder or a different place that's not on this bar. You can pull this down and change it to bookmarks bar and hit done, and it put a link right there, a bookmark right there. Something I like to have a lot of bookmarks along the top. You can see some of these don't even have words next to them. Like iReady does, but like Super Teacher doesn't, Google Drive doesn't, Gmail doesn't. The way you do that is don't name it. And then you could fit a ton of bookmarks along here because it's just the logo. So let's just say I want a yahoo.com link. Let me go to Yahoo. Say I want to bookmark that. I'll do the little star. Oh, I messed up typing. Alright, so on Yahoo, I go to my bookmarks here. Here you can just delete it, hit done, and it's just the little logo. For some reason it's not loading, but it'll still load. Another day it'll put the little Y with the exclamation point. So then you could fit probably 30 bookmarks along your bookmarks bar. Let's see, I have 2 minutes. See if I forgot anything. Yes, moving right along. I don't think so. I think that covers everything I wanted to talk about. This file will upload to. Oh, I left that text up on the stream the whole time. It says PBE tech. Sorry about that. It looks kind of goofy. I think that's it. Do you guys have any questions? Maybe something I could put on here? No? All right. Like we pushed right through.
Well, I said the bookmark, but I also thought it went to on Google. It went down and like shows the site down there. I didn't even realize that it's on.
Oh yeah, you're probably thinking.
You know what I'm talking about?
On my browser at home, it has like a little folder here that you click it and it goes down. I think.
I brought up Google, like for my website. If I click bookmark, then it's there as a picture, and then the kids just click on it.
Oh, I see. So it has like a bigger.
That's not the bookmark.
That is also like I'm not showing the bookmark. I think it's the bookmark manager. Nope, that's not it. I don't know why this one doesn't have the little drop down thingy. Perhaps if I created a new.
If I was on Google right where you are and I started it.
Yeah.
Site,
right.
And then when I come to Google, it's the picture of the program.
Oh, down here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that considered a bookmark too?
It is. I can't see because of this camera.
Which I kind of like to keep it in there.
You're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're telling me. There's like 6 down here.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'll do that another day. If you're interested, I'll include that topic another time.
Because I just like for the kids, and they can go Google it.
Mhm.
It just brings the whole screen right
Yeah.
now. I like it.
Yeah, along the top you can have a bunch there, but I like those big ones. They're easy to go to. Yeah, there's one student that they look for that every single time. All right, I'm going to go ahead and stop streaming.